I just woke up, just had this weird dream. Not weird dream, but I had a dream that I shucked oysters for Jay-Z. And the best question that I could ask him was, does he do his own social media? That's the only thing I could ask him. The host of Oyster Ninja Podcast couldn't come up with a better question than do you do your own social media? Horrible. Horrible. It was a weird dream. Like I was in St. Louis for the Shafley Oyster Oyster Festival, Beer and Oyster Fest. And what's crazy is I never even shucked oysters. Like I get there and it was just a weird dream. It was super weird. It was like every time I went to shuck oysters or I was going to the festival, like something would happen. Like originally, when everybody else was leaving to go, I think, I don't even know what happened. Something happened. I had to go back to the room. And then after I left the room, I just never could make it back to the festival. It was like, and then I had to clean something up. And then I had to do like a little, I guess, a VIP section event, but it wasn't, I don't know. It was just a weird dream. It was a weird dream. And then when Jay-Z came with his publicist, I guess, it was like he was, on a time limit. And that's why they gave me, one chance to, one question. So when I ask him this question, he just kind of looks at me like, this is your question? And I totally understand. But I guess to the other effect, I really didn't realize that, it was going to be like literally one question and he was going to leave. So, I could have asked him, can I shuck oysters for you? I could have asked him, after I woke up, I realized the question that I wanted to ask is, as an oyster shucker, not a chef or anything, how can I kind of, get my name out there as an oyster shucker and kind of just kill it? You know what I mean? Like, what could I do? Any tips? But to ask Jay-Z that, who knows if that was even a good question. But yeah, it was just a lot going on in that room, in that dream. And then like after I did chuck oysters for him, but he didn't eat them. And this could have been a nightmare, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. So I go to get some oysters to shucking real quick. Every oyster that I eat, every oyster that I opened for him was like dead, or it was a bad oyster, it was a rotten one. So maybe this was a nightmare instead of a dream. Maybe it was. Maybe this is my version of nightmares as an oyster shucker. A oyster shucker's nightmare. Wow. Oh, and the other thing, so I get done, I don't even know if I said it, but for some reason I was cleaning this room up and they wouldn't let me leave out of it till I cleaned it up. And it's like every time I thought it was clean, it was something left behind. Cause I'm trying to get to the Shafley Beer and Oyster. So by the time I get everything done, it's the end of the night. And if you ever been to the festival, the end of the night is when they go in the Shucker Dome and they do this shuck off, right? So I'm walking They have it in this big gym, and still, like everybody's like, Gardner, where you been? Gardner, what's going on? Gardner, what happened? And I can't even say anything. I'm just like, yo, this is what's going on? So they set everything up in the Shucker Dome or in this gym for the shuck off, and I get kicked out again. I get kicked out of it, and I can't get back in. Like literally, the doors are closing behind me. So yeah, maybe this is a Oyster Shucker's nightmare. I'm kind of set on like this is a nightmare. Wow. And then what's the other thing? What else happened? Yeah, that's pretty much yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, I'm gone. Peace, love, and soul.